welcome to Mission Alive as we move further into the new year, 2022. How the time has gone so quickly, 2022. I was remembering how in my time I moved for a new year from the isolation of the islands of Miller Bay to the main city in Papua New Guinea, Port Moresby. Here there were many people, here there were many different ways to travel. You didn't have to wait for a boat, you only had to wait for a PMV or a bus. So one time I was waiting at Gordon's Market, a very busy place in the centre where all the buses came and went out from. And I was waiting for a bus to go out to a workshop at Bomana, just on the edge of Port Moresby to the east. And I waited and waited. So I asked the people, is this where you get the bus to go to Bomana? Yes, sister, you have to get this number bus. Good. I waited and waited. Then I turned round to some people I heard speaking in Travelling Island language. So I said to them in language, is this the place where you get the bus? Oh, yeah, yes, sister, yes. Wait here and it will come. So I waited. And when it finally came, just about everybody who was waiting there wanted that bus, and they all rushed to crowd onto the bus. So I just stood there thinking, well, maybe I'll have to get the next one. But a young man sitting in the bus called out, sister, get on the bus, this is your seat. He was sitting in a seat near the window. He said, this is your seat, get onto the bus. I said, how can I? He said, you just try. So I went up to the back of the crowd and I just said, excuse me, please, excuse me, please, excuse me, please, excuse me, please. And I worked my way through them, down the passage of the bus, excuse me, please, until I got to the seat where he was. He said, this is your seat. And I said, what are you going to do? He said, I'm getting off here. And he jumped out the window. Oh, I had such a surprise. Bye, sister, he said, have a good trip. So I sat down in my seat. And sitting beside me was another young man. And he said to me, sister, hold on to your bilum. Don't just leave your bilum on your lap. Your bilum, the bag that you carried everything in. Don't just leave it on your lap, but hang on to it all the time. So I hung on to my bag. And we talked and talked until we got to the place where he was going to get off. He got up and he said to me, remember, sister, hold on to your bag all the time. So I held on to my bag. And the bus went on and on and on. And at last the bus driver called out, Bomana, Bomana. And so I knew it was time to get off. I got off the bus and went this way, and the bus turned and went that way. And so I finally came to the place I was going to. And I have never forgotten those two young men. You know, I think people give you what you expect. If you expect kindness and helpfulness, that's what you'll get. If you expect problems, people grabbing your bag, people hitting you, that's what maybe you'll get. People can tell so much from our face. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. And I think the face is the window to our mind. People can tell so much what we are thinking, how we are feeling by our face. People are sad, they look so downhearted. People are happy, they smile. People are frightened, they're looking around to see what's going to happen. Always expect the best from people. As I told you once, my uncle told me, a place is what you make it. And I also think people are what you expect them to be. I remember another time getting into a bus and two men saying, I went to sit down the back, and they said to me, no, sister, you sit here. You sit here in front of us and we'll tell you when to get off. I never minded travelling in public transport. I always find people so helpful, so generous. So you be like those people. Be ready to help others who are travelling with you. Be ready to be helped by others, because everybody out there is kind and helpful if that's what you expect from them. Goodbye for now, and be kind and helpful to others.